Okay, so I would like to begin my speech with a question. How many of you guys have breakfast this morning? Okay, so what do you have for breakfast?
I have a burrito at Local Point.
Okay. So what I'm going to talk about today is about breakfast. First, I would like to share a saying from the internet. Is someone said, and I also agree with that. It says one thing that I miss because we spend a lot of time in America is the English food, like the cooked breakfast and the Sunday dinners. So people usually do not pay much attention to their breakfast, either because of the time or the lack of the appetite after getting up in the very early morning. But however, I find breakfast is not only a great preparation for a new day, but it's also a very good way to help you understand the culture in the different places. And first of all, I would like to address the importance of having a breakfast for your body. So having a good breakfast will give you energy for the whole day, and it is also helpful for you do not eat a very fat and a lot of lunch, which might cause you very sleepy during the afternoon. So besides, science researchers also suggest that if you do not have a good breakfast and you're skipping a breakfast might cause diabetes and the heart risks and even cause a very poor memory. So during my traveling, okay, sorry. However, instead of giving you guys a science research paper, I would like to share more about what's the culture about the breakfast in the world. Because during my traveling to several countries, I found when first having a breakfast, it kind of gave me the sense what the country will be and how the people act. I would like to share two simple examples in China to illustrate this point. The first one is Shanghai. I went there several years ago, and I found the people there usually do not have time to eat the breakfast, so they usually just grab something from the street. But I went to another place in China. It's south, it's Yunnan province, and which is a very small city in that province. So the breakfast of the local people, from the breakfast of the local people, you kind of can tell the life there is pretty cozy and people are very relaxed because they usually go to a restaurant and order a rice noodle, and order some beef balls and enjoying them with the English milk tea and with the sunshine in the very typical sunshine in that province. So from those two kind of different breakfasts, you can kind of tell you can kind of tell the people in Shanghai is more like working hard, but the people in the other places is more enjoying their lives. Also, this is a very common phenomenon in the world. I would like to share several pictures from the world breakfast. So the first one is the Japanese breakfast. This is the tofu, and the Japanese friends told me previously they usually work to 3 a.m. in the morning, which cause them they need a very energetic, they need a breakfast to provide energy for their whole morning. And also when you first think about Japan, this country, the thing in my mind will be their preference to the simplicity and their very healthy living styles. So the tofu, fish, and rice are very popular choices for the breakfast in Japan, and they are very healthy for them. Also, the second one is a very luxury breakfast in Japan. In my mind, Japanese people usually eat different things in the breakfast because it provides different nutrition for them. the pressure of the working in Japan is well known, so they already work very hard. So such a breakfast can make sure their ability to work for a very long time. The second place I want to talk about is that's the fish, very close look of the fish in Japan. The second place I want to talk about is Italy. I went there last summer, and the foods there are very good, but it's kind of surprising to me. Their breakfast is not as various as their lunch or their dinners. But it kind of understandable for me because they have to leave out the space for their very good cheesy pizza for lunch and pasta for dinners. So they already have a cappuccino and just a croissant for their breakfast. That's the typical Italian breakfast, and the third one I want to share is the English breakfast. So the breakfast in England is very important for people because they usually eat very little during the lunchtime. I have been there after my graduation from middle school, and I usually just get a bag of chips and a bottle of water for my lunch. So I usually have a very great breakfast. And for full English breakfast, must have the beans, the sausages, and the bacon, eggs, mushrooms, and the hash browns and toast. Of course, a cup of tea is very necessary for their breakfast. Actually, you can kind of imagine how this is related to their lifestyle because English people usually have affluent tea. It's the time range between the breakfast to the affluent tea is like 5 to 6 hours. So they do not eat too much during lunch, so they have to get some energy for during the affluent tea. And after that, they will have a dinner around 7 to 8. So from the breakfast of from the English breakfast, you kind of can tell how the routine of their daily life in England. So overall, getting up 40 minutes early could kind of prepare a very good breakfast. So try to include meat, milk, grain, and vegetables and fruit in a breakfast is really helpful, and it covers all the nutrition you need for most of your energy. Also, to get a very good breakfast, you need the creativity and your associating abilities. So I would like to say, so that's kind of the breakfast from Thailand. It's very sour and spicy. And I would like to treat the breakfast as the art. So it's the first art you can do in the whole day before everything. So as I said before, a breakfast can be the reason for you get up early. But in the other way, you can also think getting up early can also be the reason for you're eager to prepare a good breakfast. So finally, I encourage all of you guys to prepare a very good breakfast for you and having a good start for the day.